Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Justin Case. We have been receiving messages over the last 3 days from concerned parents in Letcher County. This after a student brought what is believed to be meth to Letcher Elementary and Middle School. Officials say one student was transported to the Whitesburg Hospital as a result. Because this case involves a juvenile, certain details are being left out, but I talked with Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins about what happened and what steps are being taken to make sure this does not happen again. It was Tuesday morning when Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins says his office got a call about suspected meth at Letcher Elementary and Middle School. The student's name is not being released. Officials say the student attended the middle school.
The reason we're tight-lipped with the investigation and everything that happened in the state of Kentucky, it's actually a crime, or it's a juvenile for us to release any information.
We do not know if the student is a boy or girl or what grade he or she attends. Stein says it is a shock to see this drug infiltrate local grade schools.
If there's ever been anyone in Letcher County that says we're not facing a meth epidemic right now, this proves my point.
He says the sobering fact that should be taken away from all this, drug dealers are not looking at people and turning them away for being too young. Instead, all they see are dollar signs.
We're going to talk to their kids about the dangers of drugs, and we're not going to sugarcoat nothing because the drug dealer down the street is going to talk to them about it.
Steins talks with his 12-year-old daughter about things like meth and what to do if she sees it. He urges all parents to have that same conversation.
I think the parents need to educate their kids on what meth looks like. Show them pictures. Get online, show them pictures of what meth looks like. Make sure that they understand if another student or another kid has anything in the school system, to go to the principal immediately.
School officials say one student was taken to the Whitesburg Hospital following the situation. They could not, however, comment on the student's condition.
It can happen to any kid that comes from good home, bad home, it doesn't matter. You know, drug addiction or drug use does not discriminate.
Stein says he is keeping a stronger law enforcement presence at the school as the investigation continues. Sheriff Stein says the student involved and possibly others could face charges through this investigation. He says he is working with the school board on a grant for more school resource officers for county schools, including Letcher Elementary and Middle School.
And after a beautiful day, we're seeing a few showers moving into the area right now. You'll notice as we take a look at our Moorhead Cam along Interstate 64, you can see a few showers falling there as the ground's starting to become a little bit wet. And you'll notice that line of showers and storms has definitely died down over the past several hours, brought some severe weather, especially up to our north and to our west, into areas over into Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and even a little bit into Louisville as well. But pinpoint Doppler, you'll notice those storms mainly staying out to the west. We're starting to see them move into parts of Pulaski County, Rockcastle County, but like I said, that's really just been dying down over the past several hours. We're also seeing just a lot of backscatter from the radar as well. But those temperatures not too bad out there, seeing those lower 60s where the rain has already fallen, those mid to upper 60s though for the rest of us, showing a 67 in Jackson. Really only dropping into those lower 60s. A 40% chance of those scattered showers will continue as we head into the overnight hours, but we will dry out as we head into your Friday. Now, as we head into your Friday, we're also going to increase that heat and humidity as well. Few rain chances continue as we head into the weekend. Overall, that weekend forecast not looking too bad. We'll talk about that and more coming up in a few short minutes. Justin.
Paige, thank you. This time yesterday, we were celebrating the rescue of a missing toddler in Magoffin County. Now, emotions are flowing from fathers on the search teams, talking about what they saw and felt in the seconds, minutes, hours, and now days after they found Kenneth Howard. A faint cry was all that was heard when rescuers knew they were getting close. After screaming his name, they found the little boy in an area they say, had they not heard the cries, they probably would have gone right past. He was wearing a gray Avengers t-shirt and red sweatpants with a blue stripe. Crews carried Kenneth out to be reunited with his parents after 67 hours alone in the woods.
We was doing a grid search. We was doing a par status. Everybody was yelling across, and as they were yelling, I heard something distant, just a cry. And I just yelled for everybody to hush a minute, and he done it again, and I was like, I found him, and I took off running. He's here. I told him we need to get more people in this area, and he kept crying, so we finally made it up to him. He was sitting on a flat no bigger than that.
200 to 300 people helped in the rescue efforts, many donating food, water, and really whatever else might be needed. Volunteers proved county lines blend here in eastern Kentucky. Many we talked with say the rescue of Kenneth Howard is nothing less than incredible.
I saw something earlier today that said, never give up. Right when you think it's over, God performs a miracle. And I know that God performed a miracle.
The response the past few days has been overwhelming. Even here at the station, people flooded us with calls and messages wondering whether they found Kenneth or how they could help. Those who searched day in and day out say they will never be able to repay all those who helped. An iconic restaurant in Cumberland is closing its doors. Charlotte's Hoagie shop will close on May 25th. The shop has served up good home-cooked meals for 26 years. It started out as just a trailer and turned into a centerpiece of the community. Charlotte says business never slowed down, but at 72 years old, it's time for her to hang up the spatula.
God made a way, and he's really blessed me. And with the community, the people, I love them dearly, every one of them, and glad I had the opportunity to do it.
Charlotte says she is trying to sell the store and hopes to continue selling food in the coming year. She thanks everyone for the ability to fulfill her dream. London city officials are asking the public not to recycle certain items. Public Works Director Steve Webb says while it is great that recycling in the county is at an all-time high, a lot of those recycled items are having to be tossed out by employees at the London Regional Recycling Center, which ultimately costs the city money. Officials say by recycling the right items and throwing away ones not accepted, it can be a win-win situation.
I think that our volume could probably go up 25%, and the cost of our garbage could almost be eliminated if people would just focus on what they're putting in that recycle bin.
For more information on how you can help, we have information on our website, WYMT.com. A job fair hosted by Kentucky Career Center opened doors and offered opportunities to families needing jobs in Appalachia. Workers with Hurley Electrical Contracting say they are looking to fill 20 jobs with skilled, hardworking local people. Cable linemen and ground workers are some of the positions needing to be filled. Those handing out applications say travel is required, but workers can still live at home in the mountains.
The companies that hire us, they're filling these positions. There's work out there that they're putting out. We're getting a lot of it. If we don't fill these positions, those jobs are still going to be completed by somebody else in another state, in another region. We're trying to bring as much back to eastern Kentucky as we can.
For those who were unable to attend today's job fair, you can go to our website, WYMT.com, to learn how to apply. High school graduation is right around the corner, but at one Central Kentucky high school, there is something really unique about 20 of their seniors. WYMT's Phil Pendleton talked to some students at Boyle County High School about something a lot of people will be talking about with the class of 2019.
The school year is winding down and graduation is on the minds of many seniors.
It's going to be an accomplishment.
Brian and Keith Stalker are brothers, and if you look closer, you will see they are in fact one of 10 sets of twins, all graduating together on May 25th.
My mom likes to say that like twins kind of like seek each other out almost somehow.
Stalker brothers are identical, but they've tried to look different. Most of the 10 twins are fraternal, meaning they don't look just alike.
We've gone here since our 8th grade year, and at first a lot of people thought we did look alike, and you know, we just couldn't see it just because where we had spent all the time together.
They have grown up together, they've gone to school together since kindergarten, but high school graduation will signal a separation of sorts, as many will go to different colleges and then enter different career paths.
Eastern boy here, I'm going to UK.
Yeah, I think right now we're like looking forward to it, but I feel like year and a half, 2 years, we're gonna start being more nostalgic about the time we had together.
The class of 2019 may be remembered for the 10 twins, but if you ask them what sets this class apart,
Just like our hard work, and we always do our best on anything we do.
With 20 of the 2019 seniors being twins, school officials say that's probably about 9% of the graduating class. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Graduation at Boyle County High School is set for Saturday, May 25th in the high school gymnasium arena. Coming up at 11, new details in a grisly Chicago murder. We'll have the latest on that. But first, beautiful images from the International Space Station.
And the heat and humidity increase as we head into your Friday. We'll break down that full forecast in just a few short minutes.